Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to try and do 3 flip throughs on gratitude journals in one video. You may have seen the super long Craft With Me video that came out yesterday on these journals. And then I have done finishing touches today, and I think this is it. My room is nearly clean, which is usually a sign that I've gotten all the really good stuff off the counter. If you are a member and saw my live this morning, you can't even believe that my room is remotely clean, but it is. There's one messy section on the counter and there's not stuff spread all over the floor. It's pretty impressive. The kittens are sleeping. That helps. Let's start where we are. So let's start right here. This is the last one I made, and I mentioned in the Craft With Me video why I do them in what sequence. This one I made a bunch of changes right at the end and had a great time. The cover was okay, right? I'm learning to sew them. I'm learning about tension. I'm not great at mitering my corners. I mean, as a quilter, you would not be impressed with this, but it's fun. And I had this cover, and I put one of those fabric flips so you could write right here if you wanted. And I had this cute flower sitting around. It was glued, so I worked very hard to actually run some thread through it. There was so much glue, it was really hard. But I like how that turned out. Really fun cover, kind of wild for me. But I really actually like it. Then on the inside, this journal has tons of good stuff. It's definitely on the junky side. I have leaves that my friend Andrea made with her alcohol inks and metal medallions, and remember those like clear plastic, what do we call them, enamel, they were before enamel dots, decorations. Got a sticker here, tons of different items in the pockets in this journal. I think we made this in Smash Our Stash, just using up fabric scraps. Thankful, Grateful, Blessed is from a different collection. It's a Cartabella, so it has nice texture. Then I have another flip here. I think if I knew what I was doing and was experienced, I would have put my flips on this side so you didn't have to mess with them when you flip. Some things are really cool, but in practice, you're like, nah, I'm not sure. I'm also not sure how I will like tea-dyed paper to write on, but I like it. I like the sound. I like how it looks. Here's a journaling card right here, tucked in behind, and then of course you have this spot. Everyone must take time to sit and watch the leaves turn. I borrowed that from my friend Noni and put it in every one of these journals, I think. And then these are pages from Smash Our Stash, I think when I was supposed to be using stickers or borders. And again down here, fall was a scrap piece of paper. Autumn is in the air, my happy place. That's built on part of a tissue box. And I have a leaf right there that I die cut. Again, scraps, just taking trash off the counter. That was Smash Our Stash that I made that in. Here, I feel like I need a little something, but I don't know. I tried different things and I didn't love anything. So Blessed is a sticker, and so is this thing of pumpkins. Give thanks in all things. I made this last year and I thought, oh, that's just fun. I'm going to put it in here. I looked around at different things to go through the top, but I didn't want it to be too bulky, so I just left it. Then these cards, they're fall birds. They're just too cute. Some of them I stamped on the inside. There's a lot of stuff on that, like sequins and things. I don't want it to catch as it goes in and out. Another flip with a leaf and a die cut leaf and bits of fabric, and then I added a little sticker that said joy, and then it has a spot to write right there. And this pocket goes this way, and then this is actually a pocket too. So all sorts of places to write. I counted it out. There's tons of places to write in these. If I was doing it, I probably wouldn't necessarily use this for a day of journaling, which I do sometimes in small journals. I would skip the tiny parts or just put stickers on them or write a word of the day or something. Fun stuff here. Again, just using up stickers from the collections. It was really fun to have all sorts of things I had made in Smash Our Stash, like this, come in here. Leaves are falling, autumn is calling, and a fun piece of scrap that was left from last year. Happiness is not a destination, it is a way of life. I think I might have put that stamp in all of them too. I didn't do numbers like 1 to 30. I don't really get into the numbers so much for November dailies. And I don't usually put them on anyway if I include them in December daily, because you might want to skip a day. Or you might have 3 days that you want to write. Maybe for Christmas you want to use 4 pages in a row. I don't know. Sticker border, grateful die cut. This one turned out really nice. And then again, we have another one of those bird cards. And this is like a texture-y pad that I had. It has really nice interest. Embossed, I guess is what it is, and patterned. Hello Fall bit of paper and seam binding, and then stitched up the page. It's really fun to have those things from Smash Our Stash or other collaborations or projects I've worked on, because then it doesn't feel like you made it all the same and all the same day. I was bound and determined to use these chipboard pieces. I had them sitting on the counter and laid out, and I was like, I'm going to use them. I glued them onto this piece of fabric. This is a fabric and a clock stamp, maybe a little bit too much orange and brown, so it didn't really play well, but it turned out fun. Then I have a grateful journaling card up here. And I didn't like punch a notch or anything because that is fabric. And then a duck and a spot to go crazy and make a fun collage. And then this one, again, Smash Our Stash, bit of blue. Sometimes you just need a bit of blue. A fun little sticker, scrap. Amazing is a sticker. This leaf is alcohol die cut from my friend Andrea. She goes nuts with the alcohol inks and makes gorgeous things. Fall favorites. Then I have a quote that says, happiness is nothing more than health and a poor memory. I just think, sometimes in November, if not in any other months, you stop and you think about all your blessings and what you do have. Choose joy. I think Tony or somebody sent that to me. It's like bears and woodsy. I love fall most of all. And then there's a tag right here. And a torn page, but has a sticker on it. Remember, I did that, I think, in Smash Our Stash. And then I put an embellishment on the side right here. I just liked it. It was one of my Junky clusters, and it needed to go somewhere. And then I do have like one white page right here. Strange. A stamp, and then blessings die cut. Falling leaves is chipboard. This is a pocket right here. And I didn't think when I put this into... catching, it's like one of those ones that has a fold behind it, to leave like a side thing. I mean, I glued that sucker on there, so it is what it is. So this one is super fun, isn't it? Let's call this one like the Junky. This is the Junky. That can be the word for it, Junky. It is wonderful. It is just all sorts of goodness from several different years of making stuff too. So I like that about it because I can see the variety in it. Okay, we'll call this one the blue one. This is basic grade paper. I tried to stay pretty true to the colors in this one so that, if you're a blue lover and you want a fall journal, or if this could be just about any time, that it works for you. It's not what you look at that matters. It's what you see. And that was Thoreau. Some of these I had stamped and they were in my pulled out miscellaneous journal making stuff from last year. So that was kind of fun because I was on a time crunch and I don't even know where that stamp set is right now. Things to journal on right here. And I have a bunch of collage-y bits behind it and some die cuts. And then an envelope. The glue was really yellowed. And in the other journal, one of them I used it, the color worked with the page. Here it didn't, so I trimmed it off. I didn't even want to put anything too big in there. I kind of looked around for maybe a cute sticker or some little embellishment to go here. But I like that paper. And you notice I didn't cover up the blue part. This one was still drying, so I'm going to turn it around. It says Seek Joy. And I stamped leaves before I assembled these pages. This one says Enjoy the Little Things down at the bottom. Not a perfect stamp, but you get the idea. And this one has the little tiny pockets, so it has little things in. You are the pick of the patch, and a piece of paper to write on, and a leaf die, and gathered in with grateful hearts. Blessed are the joy makers. It's one of those enamel things. They probably curl. I just loved it, so I put it on there anyway. Season of Change. I did get some other colors there. If you're going to round your corners, be sure and look on the back because I sort of cropped off the fall bucket list fall, but it was too cute. I had to put it in there. Again, if you've never purchased one of my journals, take all the stuff out if you don't like it. Like if this is too busy for it, take it all out. Put what you want. Heck, you can throw all this stuff away if you want. Or take it all out, set it aside, put it all back in the way you want. No rules. Then I used the corner chomper, not rounded, but I don't know, I was just having fun. Happy in the matching paper that goes right here. Oh, this has a little cut or tear. This paper was in bad shape, but I just wanted to use it, so we're keeping it. And I love this blue one. I mean, this is like the perfect blue basic gray paper. Memories like this, and then on the back it has a little half a bingo card with a tuck spot in it. Lots of places to write. Here's a really good one, and then some grungy looking paper to go with it. Old Chinese proverb, he who goes out of his house in search of happiness runs after a shadow. And I layered it on a piece of paper and put a little leaf there. My glue does show through. I should have used glue stick because it was like a rice nature paper. Oh well, world doesn't end. It might not be dry yet, but I think it probably is. May all your dreams come true. This side, okay, I don't know what these things were. They weren't what I thought they were. When I went to Kansas City, I was in a quilting and wool and all sorts of stuff store with Katie. It was one of her stops. And there were these bags of circles. Remember these? I bought these. Quilter Station. And they have this thing on the back. So I was thinking they were stickers. When you peel those off, they don't stick very well at all. I mean, barely stickers? I don't know. Maybe whatever they use them for, it's like a temporary stick. So I added glue to them, but I thought they were really fun on the circles of the pattern. And then I have a sticker border right here too. This one, I got a little bit, oh, that's where I moved some stuff around. I got a little bit orangey, but it's not glued in. So if you don't like it, you can ditch it. Very, very fallish, right? I think that pocket needs something else. I don't know that it needs one of those two, but I had moved something, so it didn't seem right. Okay, then we have a journaling card and then just a cute little envelope filled with, maybe I should put this stuff in the journal, but I didn't. Live the life you have dreamed. There's a turkey. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful, and a little tag. Just fun stuff in a vellum envelope. And then I did circles on this page stamping. These are from Nancy. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I thought that was good. This is a little pocket too, but I don't know what I want to put in it, so it might not have anything. Maybe I'll cut. Here. Let's put something out of here. I like to put something in the pockets so that people who maybe aren't journal makers can figure it out. There you go. You got a turkey. And I used wax linen thread to sew all of these together. Give thanks. Be happy. This is a bit of the paper. I just loved the paper and I couldn't let it get away. Then another bit of the paper with a pocket for journaling card here. And you flip it that way. Live in the moment. Dream. And I just shoved a piece of paper that matched in there. One of Andrea's cool leaves with, you know, not much orange in it, just really playing to the colors of this journal. To get more out of life, give more of yourself. That one's not glued in, so it could go anywhere. And then a tag also. I love these little fun papers. And this one's pretty sturdy, so it works really nice. Count your rainbows, not your thunderstorms. And then I put some trees with it and a journaling card in the envelope. And then just, you know, interest. These were scraps that I had. The basic gray, grateful, and I put some leaves around it and some fun paper for journaling. Moments. It's a sticker from a different collection, but it had that blue-gray. The same one about taking the time to watch the leaves. To change everything, simply change your attitude, and then a tiny little collage to go with it. And this leaf is die cut out of a really natural, cool paper. It did not die cut very well, but I got it done. The years tell us much that the days never knew, and there's a card clock here with butterflies and a tag and another tag. Happiness is found here. Chipboard leaves with the edges inked. Joy. Happiness is not a destination. It is a way of life. There's a lot of stuff in this one. It doesn't feel that thick, but it does have a lot of good stuff. Okay, then the green one. I know, the green lovers, Andrea and Maria, are probably excited for this one. I noticed this one was getting fat, so I started playing around, and look at this. I never thought about this as a journal closure. This is a piece of fabric that my friend Katie gave me. It was her trash, and it's just green batik. It has a little bit of blue, so of course I had to keep it, right? And then I put a paper clip on it. What I was looking for was, you know those paper clips that Nancy makes that are little flags and they're fabric and it hangs down and she has stamped on them and they have wonderful sayings? I'm sure I have one somewhere in here. I don't know if I have one like in a cream or green that she stamped in, but it would have been cool. And I was looking and I couldn't find one, and I got to get this filmed. So I just took a kind of fun shaped paper clip. I mean, an average one works too, but they're larger, and used it to clip the fabric. And I kind of like it. You just pull it off, open it up, and it'll sort of manage the scale of it as it grows. Enjoy the little things. Has a leaf on the back. This is, you know, ready for the person to decorate. Right here, we made this in Smash Our Stash, and I added like a little enamel dot with the metal trim on it. I liked that. I do like this paper. It's a lot of green, but wow, it's cute. Okay, here I have a big sticker. I started to collage. I don't know if I needed more or less. And I put a leaf, and then on the birds, I put a little thankful sticker. I don't think I put anything inside since I have that. And these are just papers to write on. They also kind of brighten up the page because that's a lot of black. Little collage here with scrapbook paper die cut, piece of paper, and another die cut just to add some fun. Hello Fall and a tag. This one, I don't think this showed in the video. This is just a pocket that I made later and clearly forgot to put something in it. There we go. This paper strip with the green on it was sitting around. I stapled the ends, glued it onto another piece of paper that I think was a scrap from a different journal. I don't know, I just wanted it in there. And I put the fabric sticking out the top. Most of all, I love fall. We made this in the video, so you've seen that, just not decorated up. Yellow. On these pages, you could glue, staple, you could put a tip out with washi tape of, you know, like a journaling card like this, and you write here, and then it's covered up and it has a pattern. There's all sorts of things you can do with these, or you can just admire the cool patterns. Grateful and some leaves collaged around it, and then papers to write on. This one, I don't know. I changed my mind like a million times, so I'm just going to leave it. In the pocket, I have this card for journaling, and then I was changing my mind on like, what am I going to put in there? I'm going to leave it. The recipient can do whatever they want. I love the little yellow sticks out of it. Filled with gratitude. This, I don't know, sometimes pages just come together fun. I like this black sticking through at an angle on this, and this filled with gratitude kind of has a green tint that goes with that. And plain here. And then I snuck a bit of orange in there. I love this one too, this big floral. Over here we have those pockets with the floral coming up, season of change, a little vellum envelope that has a journaling card, and then I just put a piece of loose ephemera in there too. And there's something in that envelope, and then another piece of paper. I'm trying to hurry. There's a lot. Lots of places to write. Oh, we made this in Smash Our Stash, and then I just put the pumpkin on top of it, glued it on. Kind of love it, fun. The other side of the orange. This one was ephemera that had some green, so I added it. I was just going through and looking for green. That one's a little tealy, but it works. This page I had fun with. I think these squirrels were from Tony, maybe. From Tony or Mary, I think, and they're black. So I put them on this little tiny section, and then I tucked a bunch more stuff in the pockets. And we did that together. I put a sticker. We did that together. I don't know if we did Choose Joy, but I stamped it. And pocket, let's get cozy is a little tuck. I don't know if I want that. Not that color. We'll put that in there. It's a fun piece of ephemera too. And then I love this envelope in this journal. It's lined with black, so when you open it up, you don't have that stark white. I had a problem with ink because it was on the thing that I went to smash it with, so I stamped on it also after I put the die cuts. And then this side is also a pocket. So maybe we should put something in there. I think this is too tall. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll just put that so they know. And then back here, I just got a little crazy with the chipboard. Okay, so this is a pocket, and I went through and there was chipboard that had green. So I started pulling it out, and we've got our little chipmunk and the leaves and the flower that actually goes pretty well with the page. And Seek Joy is a tiny pocket too. Here we go. The greatest oak was once a little nut who held its ground. We'll put that in there and they can put it somewhere else. There's the leaves one, and then a vellum bag with a tag in it. And another one of those vellum envelopes. And see, it is yellowed, but it goes with the page. And then tag behind it. Farm Fresh Memories because it was green. 2 tags. This one could actually go right here. Happiness, same stamp. You've seen it. Okay, there's the green one. So all 3 of them are done and ready to go. If you would like one, $26 in the US shipped, message me down below. You will need to write some notes for the first couple days and then glue them in or rewrite them, because obviously November is going to get to you before this journal does. I hope you found some inspiration in those. You know, maybe you're not a November daily kind of person, but get yourself a journal, write about what you're grateful for. I think it'll change your attitude. You don't have to do it all in November. Maybe it'll take you a year to fill it. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.